Welcome to an intriguing high-pressure matchup. A top-5 team comes in wearing a big target on the road today, trying to avoid an upset trap. Welcome to beautiful South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium, the home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 13th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. The Hurricanes offense will get the first swing today. And each offense features a star tight end. Kirk, what an elite matchup of guys who can really hurt defenses in a variety of ways.
When was the last time we did a game where we were excited to watch 2 tight ends from opposing teams go against each other? But that's what we have today. Both of these guys are elite at their position. Both want to have bragging rights that they're the best in the country. Let's see who can be showcased better today.
First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Dropping back. It's back. It's a quick grab. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Boy, the slant route is already a difficult pass to defend in man coverage, but especially against a receiver like that. Man, good luck. Big receiver, they can use their body to shield the defensive back from the ball if it's placed correctly by the quarterback.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's brought down out at the 46.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. The Hurricanes moving quickly down the field here.
Good job up front by this offensive line. Good hard running for this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have at this running back position.
And the Canes are on the move here. Handoff here from the shotgun. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Grab near the sticks. It's Joseph. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
The Canes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Scanning the field. It's back. The receiver grabs it.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The Canes are in the red zone now.
Green 25.
Trying to run. It's Lyle. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
The Hurricanes trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal.
Get set, get set.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Stop right at the line. This is a stubborn defense backed up against the goal line.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
They look to throw it here on second down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Canes.
If you talk about the right way to get a game started, this offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field, 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So Notre Dame's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. We got a quarterback here, Kirk, is just trying to find his way, but the coaches have said they trust him.
Well, I think that's a big part of what he's able to do, and the reason they're giving him a chance to go out there and be the quarterback is he knows this offense. He's able to get this offense in good spots. Avoid the negative play is critical today for this team to win.
Caught over the middle. It's Fields. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Bringing pressure. Now the pass rush gets home.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back. Make it tougher on the quarterback. Make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage.
False start on offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Now it's 2nd down here. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Looking for the wideout. Incomplete for a third straight play.
On 3rd and short, the offensive coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here. They're just not able to hit it.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility, what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Second down after that previous play. The back's got it. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Caught behind the line. It's low. Defense will make the stop at what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. They'll kick it away here. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period. They flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Dropping back. It's back. Running back has it on the screen now. Fighting him off. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Brought down, but broken tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Second down, they're going to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Lyon. They bring him down, but not before gaining first down yardage to the 22.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, I mean, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
The Hurricanes have 1st and 10 here. Quick pass, the catch is made. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
And it's picked off in the end zone. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And now the first play of this drive. They'll begin at the 36. Looking to throw. It's Carr. Short pass finds the tight end. And the defense storms not much of a gain on that completion.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's running out of time here. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of his sticks. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
On third down, it's a handoff. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up fourth down.
Now you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
One team ready to boot it away. This will be fair caught way back at the 5-yard line. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Trying to find room. It's Fletcher. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle, but first down.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And I tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami has, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
He's wide open. Look out. Tackle at the 35. Good enough for a first down.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
To throw, it's back. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Lets it fly to the... But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down. And the Canes will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Looking for a gap. It's Love.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. See if he can make a play on this return. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. Oh, and another incompletion.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
Fair catch made at the 20. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Looking downfield. It's Carr. Grab down the middle. It's Pollock. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. They punted 4 times already on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this 3rd down. Try to run it with the option. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Oh, that was going nowhere. The defense had that option scouted out perfectly on 3rd down. What a big-time play. What will they do here now on 4th?
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And it's taken right around the 35. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. And looking to throw now on first down. He's got him on a crossing route. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. Three guys up front line up. It's first down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made quickly after the catch, but moves the ball to the 12. A red zone opportunity. Canes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Timeout, Miami.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. First down. Looking to throw the football. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and we'll start at the 25. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Running back with the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. The Canes will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Caught over the middle. It's Fields. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Grab down the middle. It's Fields. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They keep him guessing with a run. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Can he make it to the marker? They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Carr. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, Chris, halftime is about trying to make adjustments off what you learned from the first half. You come out to start the second half thinking about this is how we're going to set the tone, and you throw an interception. It's going to put a lot of pressure on this quarterback the rest of the game.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The shotgun handoff here. It's got the first and still going. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And then first down, right back to the running game.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looking to pass here on second down. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
On third down, he drops to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
He got it. The field goal's good. And they add to their lead.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and they'll bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Trying to find some room. It's Love. And he will be stuffed for no gain. The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. Returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. Movement here from the tight end. They'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice game.
Handoff from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs. The Hurricanes lining up here on 1st and 10. To the air. It's Beck. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That's reeled in. It's Joseph. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
The Hurricanes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the move now. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looking to chuck it again. With the catch, it's Joseph.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Can he get there on the ground? Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. And the route is on.
Of course, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
So they'll try to add the lead now in the VAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and boot it away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First down here for this offense. Back to throw. It's Carr. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Fields. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On the ground, it's Love. Brought down after a short gain. That'll wrap up the 3rd. Kirkcosby take a break for the quarter here. It's Miami in front. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's review how we got here. Entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. On first down, it's play action. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Well, this offense has had a great day today. The game is out of reach. I'd be curious to know why the starting quarterback's even still in the game, and why is he throwing the football?
Back to pass. It's Beck. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Intercepted in the end zone. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Hey, it may be a little bit late, Chris, but they get the interception they're desperately looking for. Now, they're still down by 3 possessions, and it's a long shot. But if they can score and maybe get an onside kick, who knows?
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Using his legs, it's Love. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
How about this defense today against this run game? Here we are in the 4th quarter. This guy's not gotten over 10 yards rushing. What a great effort collectively by this defense.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. He's got it with room to run. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Design quarterback run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to...
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Here they come on 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack they gave up earlier. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Here's a screen pass to the running back. The defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. 4th down coming up.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Defense is coming after him. He'll throw it now. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return. And the player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they check him out. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half.
Oh, this defense, if there's any chance of getting back in this game, you can't give up a big game like this on 1st down.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Grinding away on the ground. And the Canes are going to keep this drive rolling.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. Canes looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Okay, now it's second and goal from the 1.
Here we go.
Applying for the touchdown on the right side. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Now the important point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. And now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Snags the quick throw.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, trying to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Tackle made, but before he reaches the 44.
There he is. Finally, he's able to get on track and pick up some big yards here in the fourth quarter. It has been a relatively quiet game for him. The defense has done a nice job of bottling him up, but not there. He finally shows what he's capable of doing when he gets out in space and can show you that speed.
Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
Hey, that's a great gain right here for these guys, and it hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you. Maybe get points on the board, maybe not able to come back in this game, but man, it could really help you down the road as far as showing what your character is about and how you're not giving up.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Going for the touchdown here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Irish.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. After the PAT, the lead is still 31-7. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Chewing clock with the running game. Has the first down and more. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain. Sets them up first down at the 33.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. And right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in-man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen and kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
It's a shotgun run call. Here he goes. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback will take a knee. This was a stunner. It's going to resonate around the college football landscape, Kirk. This lower-ranked team came in here and said, give us some respect. And they went out and earned it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a bit of a shocker to me, just to be able to see this team get run all over the field the entire game. Just didn't show up. I don't know what happened during the week with the preparation, but this blowout, I think, surprised a lot of people around the country.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.